You. This is Everyday Celebrity Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Owandi. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me already. Let's see. Today, I got two guests with me. One is an OG in the game, Kbridges. I met him a minute ago. He's an up-and-coming rapper, underground scene. Got plenty of hits out there. If y'all don't know about it, then, I mean, after this episode, you will.
Yeah.
Then he has his boy with him.
What's up? This is Dre.
Just met Dre, but you know what I'm saying? He gonna tell you what he about. But first, let's talk to Kbridges. Kbridges, introduce yourself to the people. And speaking to the mic, nigga.
All right. What's up, people? What's up, Jordan? My boy J.O. Yeah, I've been rocking with this guy for a minute. Seen you come a long way, bro. So I'm proud of you, man, sitting up in here doing this thing.
Thank you.
So, my name is Kbridges. Usually just go by KB. If you're from around the town, you probably know me. If you're from around downtown, then you definitely know me. I'm an up-and-coming artist out here in the Bay Area, but really I'm just a regular everyday guy trying to turn those experiences into music and passion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out here just rocking with it.
How long you been rapping?
Man, I've been rapping since I was 17 years old, man. I'm 31 now, so.
You started late.
Yeah, I know, right? Sure. Well, what's good about it is what I got right now ain't really necessarily for the youngsters. I got something for the people in our age bracket, so I'm going to hold y'all down with that.
Love making music?
The what?
You love making music?
I got a little bit of that, yeah. You know I got a little bit of that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got to play you. Yeah, I got a little bit of that.
Did you bring some shit to play?
Yeah, I got some tracks we could play.
All right, we'll get into that later.
Yeah, we'll get into it. Yeah, I've been rapping since I was 17. I had a lot of ups and downs. I've been rap with a lot of famous artists. I had a couple of big runs like coming out, right? I was working with a production company called Shoe Nation. I was out there like in the valley, like Pleasanton and Walnut Creek. I was running that circuit. That was fun. And then after that, I had another run with my boy City. We did a big music video with like Cool John and Young Bari and all them cats, and we was blowing
These all
up.
Bay Area rappers?
Yeah, these are all Bay Area rappers. So like Cool John, HBK, Young Bari. Like a lot of listeners will probably know who I'm talking about. I know you from the East Coast, man. So
yeah. I mean, HBK sounds familiar.
Right. But yeah. So we did a lot of stuff with them. Did a lot of different shows. You know what I'm saying? And I had my first kid right around that time when that run was going. And so I got two kids, 2 daughters, and 1-year-old and a 6-year-old. So you know that kind of flips the whole.
So you shooting the club up.
I know, right? Yeah. Let me tell them about you back in the day, boy.
No, we ain't talking about me.
Okay, right. But yeah. So you know, I'm back at it. I learned some patience and consistency with it, and make sure that I'm making music now for a target audience that's more where my mind stayed at, instead of just trying to chase what's popular right now, because I got a lot of dope stuff to say.
Yeah. So where's your mind state at now?
Man, I'm trying to change the world, man, but not like in a blanket statement. You know what I mean? I'm trying to actually like positively impact every single person I ever come into contact with, right? Hopefully leave people with good ideas or a different way of thinking about some. A lot of people are struggling, going through stuff. I got a gift for putting words and explanations on things that people is feeling. So hopefully like I continue to do that, change people one by one, and hopefully, plant some seeds and then grow into a beautiful tree or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice, man. I love it when motherfuckers have ideas and just like go for their fucking ideas and not like wait around and shit. That's why I started this shit, like to talk to motherfuckers who don't really know about. I bet you a lot of motherfuckers don't know you about that shit. So this is a platform where you to come on and talk your shit and be like, yo, I mean,
right, bro. I love what you do.
I'm doing this for the culture. I'm doing this for my community. You know what I mean? And then now everybody knows about it. So
yeah, and like. At the end of the day, like if you run into me in real life, like I talk the same way, right? If you actually meet me, but yeah, the platform is actually the thing that I think I'm shifting into the most. I got everything settled with like the home life and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like I want to get back out there on the platforms. Plus, I've been kind of hibernating a little bit, right? Like getting it together. But I got a lot of dope songs.
I haven't seen you in the bars lately. That's surprising.
Yeah, man.
That's another story.
I take breaks. You know, I still be out there networking though.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll call it networking.
Yeah, we'll call it networking.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, so at the end of the day, yeah, I appreciate the platform, man. You know, I'm rocking with it. Came in here just rocking with the boy, J.O. I'm trying to make that catch on calling him J.O. But yeah, all right. What else you got for me?
Dre, what's up with you, man?
Yeah. What's up?
I don't know shit. Talking to the mic, nigga, and speak loudly.
Hey, what's up? This is
Put
Dre.
it out there, Dre.
I'm coming out of Richmond, California. Born and raised in the Bay Area, Oakland, Berkeley, Richmond. That's my stumping ground.
Now he wasn't supposed to be on the show. He didn't even know he was going to be on the show. He just pulled up with Kbridges, and I was like, "Fuck it, let's put him on too and see what he about."
Hey.
So if he sounds shy and shit, I'm saying he probably didn't expect this. But continue what you were saying.
Man, don't let him do you like that.
Well, anyway, I'm not really on anything specific right now. My MO is love and positivity. I'm promoting unity.
So you're not a musician?
I'm not a musician, but I am in the music scene. I'm just in the art scene in general.
All right.
Art as an expression of love and community and all that. So any way you can promote love, any way you can push forward progress, positivity in every fashion, I'm about it.
Dre, bring the mic to your mouth, nigga.
You know, it's my first time. I ain't used to working with this type of equipment.
Anybody who ever listens to this podcast, that's a pet peeve of mine when niggas don't know how to talk into the mic. I yell at niggas. Like,
all right, I'm gonna try to work on that while
To
we're
be
going.
fair, I had years of practice rocking the mic.
all right, so Dre, you promote self-love and positivity. Is that hard to do in this in the Bay Area? Because you know niggas out here, you know what I'm saying, you could pass a nigga up and they'll mean mug you and shit instead of saying hi. Like on some simple shit. Like, we need to get past that. So do you think spreading love and positivity is hard to do out here?
Most definitely, mainly because there's a lot of misconceptions of what love actually is. Just the pure expression of love. A lot of ideas of love these days, what you can get, what you can do for you, how much money you can get, who you fucking on. That's what love is in today's society. I'm trying to promote just being united as one, not for yourself, but what you can do, what you have to contribute to those you care about and those you love.
Okay. Saint.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm gonna call him Saint. I mean, if you hear the Saint,
that was my name for many years.
Oh yeah, that's throwback.
KB, so that's KB. My name Kbridges Jr. That's my family
if
name.
your mama call you Saint, I'm gonna call you Saint.
My mama called me KB.
Okay, I'm gonna call you KB now.
Yeah, don't give my mama mad at that shit.
So, what was your biggest? Tell me your biggest hit. Like,
So I had a couple.
Your first song where you were like, "Damn, okay, I'm in the game now."
Yeah, I had a couple, but I say definitely the first one that really put me in the game was actually a love song, a baby making song. It was called "Make
was
You
it about?
Say." It was called "Make You Say," and it was
Make you say what?
Make you say that's what the hook right
Hey,
there. So basically, it was a fucking song.
One of them hits,
but like,
man.
you know, it was smooth. Do you remember that?
I do, bro. That was one of my favorites.
So I took that track around. My ex-girlfriend had knew this promoter dude.
Who's your ex-girlfriend?
I don't want to talk about her. Her name's Tammy. God bless her. All right, so
God bless Tammy. Come on the show. You know
So
what I'm
I
saying?
had this so I had took I had emailed him this song because we was, you know how when you come out, maybe you know, but like when you come out the studio, no matter how crappy your song is, like you thinking your shit fire, like I'm about to burn it down when you come out. But this song was actually like, we was like, no, this really a one. So I sent it to him. He finally checked it out after like 2 weeks of like kind of dodging and shit. And he was like, oh, you know what? This shit is fire. So he brought us in, did a show, and then that's how we got in that little circuit because they basically let us perform all our other songs with that one as our lead off song. But that song I had the best verse in the song, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of creativity on it. My producer
Who else was on the song?
So it was me, Top, and Jay Ha. So Top, the producer, is he's been working with me since 17 to this day. He's recorded basically any major Bay Area artist, you know what I'm saying, under the age of like 35, you know what I'm saying, that's been around in the last 10 years, has gone through this studio. This is the same studio that I was born at.
What's the name of the studio again?
So I think right now it's Fame Grade Studios. Or that was, he changes the name up. He changes the name up here and there. It was Platinum Productions one time. I think I want to say Platinum Productions, but Top is a raw cat actually. Like, man, he does beats. He does hooks. He does singing. He's more like he's a real engineer and like he's helped develop. He helps to develop artists, so he's pretty tight.
Oh, shout out to Top. Come on the show if you listen.
Yep.
So I mean, I want to rap too.
Right.
But anyway,
I can show you how, bro. I can show you how.
So you made that song, and then the feedback was crazy?
Yeah, the feedback was, that was the first time the feedback was like universally crazy, right? Because you know how you send your friends a couple songs, oh yeah, I like that. You know, you try to give it to the DJ, he like, whatever, that's weak. But that one got universal feedback. And then when we started doing shows off the back of that song, our energy and like our whole like swag was just like hella crazy, right? So we was up there killing it, but we was out there in the white people circuit, like Danville, Pleasanton, all that shit, right? So we was kind of like kind of poppy, right? But kind of rappy. Like this is like what? Like I want to say like 2011, 12, like kind of like around when you know all them kind of sing songy, kind of like you could be hard, but like singing.
Was this back when we first met, or what?
It was after that. It was after that. No, I don't even remember. It was right around then. It was right around then. Actually, yeah, it was right around then. It was right around then. So yeah, so you know, we was doing that circuit, and then that was working out for a minute, and then that kind of died out, and then because the organization that we was working with, they kind of died out, and then I had my first kid coming up, and then
did you like stop music when your chick got pregnant?
I didn't stop music, but I mean it definitely, because I wasn't like working a 9 to 5 and like all that kind of shit, right? I wasn't like super set up properly, so I had to kind of fall back and like get myself in the right line. I got a picture. I was shooting a music video, and my daughter was like a month old. I'm like holding her like at the music video shoot. You know what I'm saying? That was the last shoot I shot like for a while after that. But you know, just having kids kind of changes your priorities. Like my music now, like what
it changed you as an artist when you had a kid?
Yeah, no doubt, bro. Like no doubt. Like what I used to feel was more just like off of self, right? And then having a daughter, it just really like, you know, that little thing just looking at you, and you know, like, you know, the whole world is right in front of them. You know what I'm saying? And you got to kind of build that and create that. That was just something real special, and it kind of like transformed my whole kind of approach to the thing. Instead of like, I'm not in it just to be, you know, trying to get famous and all that stuff, right? I'm already like, I feel famous when I walk down the street anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's like, everybody know me. But that's something bigger, like something more like fundamental, like human nature, right? You just want to be good as a human, to be happy. Like you see their emotions and how they react. I be having the same emotions, but like I can't act the same way because I got like all these experiences and I got to control myself. But they just remind me of the simplicity of life and how everybody has those emotions, and like it's important to, you know, respect everybody on that level. So I put that into my music and think about others in my music a lot more, and I think it's working out well, man. I got some stuff right now that's got the craziest reaction I've had in my career to this point, so I'm really excited about it.
What is that?
So I got a bunch of new songs that I'm putting together on a project. I don't have a name for the project.
Are you coming out with an actual album, or are you just working on like an EP or a mixtape or something?
I'm working on an EP right now. I'm putting out songs. I'm testing songs, right?
Okay.
Putting them out there. I've been testing them in the streets. I've been testing them with people in the industry. So I haven't been actually putting it out there digitally, right? Because I had fell back. I wanted to make sure what I was doing was hot. But the reaction has been crazy every time I play it for somebody. I did a show just in Hollywood, on Hollywood Boulevard, a few months ago.
Off the strength
of these songs that I'm putting out right now. Just one time I was at this studio with this cat in East Oakland, and he heard it. He was like, damn, it's like, who is this? What is this? I was like, oh, just some shit I want. He's like, bro, like we got to put this out. We got to get this out there. And then he hooked me up with that show in Hollywood and let me come down there and perform. And that shit.
How was that?
It was amazing, man. That shit was amazing. It was lit, man. It was like a dream come true for me, bro.
You was just performing on the street?
Nah, bro, in a venue.
There's
like
a venue.
2-story venue, yeah, called Pig and Whistle on Hollywood
called
Boulevard.
Pig and Whistle?
Pig and Whistle on Cahuenga and Hollywood Boulevard.
Well, shout out to Pig and Whistle, man,
Yeah,
for
man.
holding
It's
down my
like-
boy.
Yeah, bro, it's like super fancy. I'm performing up on this balcony. The place is packed at the bottom, and they never heard my music before. He just wanted me to come do the show. He had an event there that was
Yeah.
like DJs and comedians and singers, but there was no rap artists. I closed the show. That's the only rap show. And
How many
man,
songs did you perform?
I did like a 20-minute set, probably like
Okay.
7 songs, snipped out a little bit, you know. But yeah, it was dope as fuck, man. You come outside the door, Diana Ross is right outside the door on the Hollywood
Fuck outta here, nigga.
Star. Nigga.
Real Diana Ross? Oh, you talking about the star?
The
I was about to say this
Star.
nigga,
I
real
know,
Diana
right?
Ross.
Right? It's like, you met Diana Ross?
I was like, God damn. And
Pig
you didn't
and
holler at her?
I felt like
The
I
pig,
did.
Diana
I
Ross
felt
at
like
the
she
Pig
was
and
watching-
Whistle,
I
nigga?
felt like she was watching me from the front door, bro. From that star,
That
bro.
would have been dope.
Yeah, no, it was dope as fuck. Like, to me, that was like on some real shit. It wasn't like I'm out there like performing in front of 30,000 people.
Yeah.
But to have that opportunity based off the strength of how I decided to retool my whole artistry and for it to get that much love and slide me into a spot like that I had never been in, I was like one of the biggest shows I've done. So it was like, man, that shit was off the hook, bro. It was amazing. It was a blessing.
That's dope. That's dope. So, you got any kids, man?
No, I ain't got no kids. I'm not in no relationship. I'm on an isolation, build myself type
Speaking to
tip.
this nigga got a Billy D. Williams. Speaking to the mic, man, you guys talk louder.
Trying to
No, I'm in a just self-imposed isolation. I'm building self-improvement, progress, just trying to build on me before I try to put myself on somebody else. I can't invite somebody into my mess without organizing it first. I feel like that would be unfair to somebody to try to
What kind of mess we talking about?
just I feel like everybody in their life deals with some sort of type of mess. Everybody got something that they gotta sift through before they can go out and start trying to build relationships with people, because that tends to project on your relationships with other people if you don't fix that inside yourself first.
So, what is? I mean, I know you said you love art and shit. So, is art your passion, or is this something that you like?
Love is my passion. Art is a way to express that passion.
So, when you say love, you know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers be like, love. They might think of fucking. They might think of relationships. They might think, oh, just love, like walking down the street holding hands. What's your definition of love? Speak up, nigga. In the mic.
He said we ain't fucking around with the questions.
I know, right? Right.
And you can answer this any way you fucking want, you know what I'm saying?
So my definition of love for me personally is just unconditional energy. Energy in any form. Like, love is creation. Love, the creator is love. God is love.
Mm-hmm.
So life is love. Love is everything around us. It's just how you choose to, your perspective on it, your opinion. Just love is everything. It's just every individual is their personal perspective of how they are experience what love is. But everything, all energy is love. As far as my perspective, I see everything as love. So I try to channel that, I try to harness that, and I try to focus that and create something positive that can be helpful for the people around me in my vicinity.
So you're real spiritual?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I grew up in as a Christian. That's my faith. My family raised me that way.
So you're religious and spiritual? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's two different things to me.
I am, yeah, exactly. It is two different things. I am both religious and spiritual, but lately, after I just went through a real deep episode at the beginning of the year, and it kind of threw off my religious practices.
What happened?
I got sick. I had a surgery. They took my colon.
They took your colon?
Yeah, my colon.
Oh, we got to dig into this. They took your colon. What happened? You didn't have colon cancer, did you?
Not colon cancer. Yeah, they have Crohn's disease.
Okay. So explain to me what that is.
Crohn's disease is when your immune system attacks your intestines.
Okay.
So your white blood cells, and usually it's used to fight off bacteria and harmful stuff. So it seen something in my intestines as a threat, and it just, I guess at 12 when I hit puberty, it started attacking my body, and for the past like 15 or 20 years, been dealing with that disease, and finally, it actually just my colon shut down, and they had to remove it before it started poisoning my body.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is.
But you're good now?
I'm not good, but I'm better.
Better?
And it's all a part of the process of growing. It really changed me, gave me a whole new perspective. It actually, I feel like it brought me closer in my relationship with the Creator as a whole.
Yeah.
So it really helped me. It really taught me a lot about myself, because for a long time, that surgery was my biggest fear for a long time. So it felt kind of inevitable, but it wasn't something that it wasn't guaranteed. So when it actually happened, I had to face that and I had to confront that. And it really showed me a lot about myself.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm glad you're doing better, man. That's something that I would never want to go through or don't even know about. But love, yeah, spreading love is that's a. I mean, I'm not into the love spreading. I mean, I'm into everybody. I mean, I'm into like unity, black unity, and like just treating people like with respect. But I feel like out here it's very hard to do because a lot of motherfuckers are prideful. They don't want to swallow their pride just to say hi to somebody or be like, "Yo, you doing good?" or like to help you out. Like,
so would you say you're pretty good at that?
I think I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at that because I'm saying that's why I started this platform.
Yeah.
Not for me. I started a platform because I know a shit ton of people who are interesting, just like yourself. Like I know a shit ton of people who are doing stuff with their lives, who just haven't had that big break. And I think if the masses know about you, or someone like if I ask you to come on my podcast, it's for a reason. I think it's because I think the masses, I think society should know who you are. That's why
I can definitely appreciate that, man. Especially like in today's general media environment. The things they portray as like what's important and all that, man. It's like the independent media, you know what I mean? You got everyone has a chance to express themselves without the boundaries and the rules of the system on top of you, making you do it this way or making you do it that way. I think that's real important. And what you were saying earlier, man, like a lot of cats is prideful and like this and this and that. That's true, right? It's definitely true. But the reason, like, I feel like, you know, it's not easy to get people like in that unity mode or in that, you know, thinking outside of themselves or thinking of others besides themselves. And everybody, you know, I'm just on that all the time because that's just like what I'm on all the time. You know what I mean? Like I've developed a philosophy and a lifestyle that's on that. But like I also understand that I'm always going to constantly run into people that like don't know what that looks like or they get confused by it or whatever. So what I do, I just cut to the chase. Like I'm very psychologically trained, right? And how to talk to people. And I was a psych major, did get a degree in psychology, you know what I mean? But also like I be in the streets, like I know what's going on. So like I just cut through the chase, you know what I mean? I get right to the point. Like I don't need all that pretend shit. And like a lot of people at first, like they don't appreciate it. It feels like I'm trying to invade their space and get in on like who they is and figure out their life story. They don't know if I want to use whatever I'm asking like as ammunition or a weapon against them or whatever. But at the end of the day, you know, I like to challenge people to think about themselves in bigger terms than like what they normally would. Because I honestly feel like I've always felt this way. Probably from the way I was raised. I was raised Christian. My mom's an ordained minister, right? She turned into a preacher after I was already moved out of the house. But my whole life growing up, she was like headed that direction, right? So like a lot of my moral clarity, I would say, I probably get from my mother, who's like, no matter what, like she has a set of values and won't nothing in the world fucking shake those values, right? So like that was something I was able to look up to. You know, the particulars, like, you know, I've had a lot of conversations with her about that. I'm not gonna say like the particulars are all lined up, but in terms of like just that basic moral compass, I definitely get that from her, right? But ever since I was young, I felt like people always had like every person is capable of something incredible or special or like whatever it is, right? That doesn't mean you're gonna get there, right? It's like a law of averages. It's like a numbers game. How many bad experiences do you go through that keeps you from realizing what it is? How many how much negativity do you gotta go through before you just give up and just believe that everything is against you, right? Like, you know how it is. We all black men sitting at this table. It's like, you feel the system on you, even if you can't, like, you talk to another cat, well, you got the same opportunities as me. Yeah, but I got called a nigger when I was 6 years old by a grown white woman at the same time. And I know the hate in that voice and I ain't understand it. But it's like, how many of those things can you go through before you just kind of give up on like trying to figure out what it is that you're trying to do? And what I try to do is remind people that that's inside of them and try to wake it up. Sometimes it's aggressive, sometimes it's invasive, but at the end of the day, people tend to come out better for it. And it's like planting seeds, like later down the line, you know what I mean? I have hella conversation with people where they're like, that shit you talked to me about like 3 months ago or last year when we was at this party and we was just talking and he was getting on all that deep shit. I get real deep at the parties, right? yeah, we on. Let's talk about some deep shit, right? But because
you high at the parties,
yeah, shit. I'm high off life all the time, man. I'm chilling, bro. But yeah, so it's not that I expect what I'm doing right now to make sense to people, but like I have had confirmation that over time it is a positive direction to go, and I continue to learn and grow myself. I try not to be closed off to where my own growth process can go, right? So I try to look to those who can show me, and then I try to show others who I can show, and I try to grow with those who on the same level as me. So,
do you have someone who mentored you?
I've had a lot of mentors, bro. I've been really lucky.
I'm talking about like musically. Do you have like
musically
who taught you how to how to perform, how to hold the mic, how to fucking like make a actual song? Because I mean, a lot of motherfuckers can rap, but they don't know how to put together an actual song.
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, my family's been like musical. Like my mom's a singer, right? She was always in the choir. My step pops, he's always been like, so he's always been in the band. He plays guitar and stuff, the church band, right? So I grew up in church, like looking at song structures. Like I learned how to read music. I played trumpet for like 7 years, right? I was real dope at it too, right? I see you swallowed over there. You like, this nigga playing trumpet? Yeah, nigga, I won awards, nigga.
Nigga, I wish I knew how to play trumpet.
I know, right?
I wish I knew how to play any instrument.
Yeah, but I learned classical though. Again, like I quit it because I wasn't having enough fun with it. Like I was really good, but like I was playing a bunch of classical shit, and I wanted to play jazz and figure that shit out. But I was really good though, so I learned how to read music. I learned like music structure. I learned like transpositions and music notes and keys. Like I learned how to do all that before I really even started like writing music or anything. And I've always been very poetic. I've always written poetry, right? So like at some point those two just merged together. I wouldn't say any one person really ever like mentored me though. It was more like I kind of would freestyle. So I got my homeboy Silvano Young City, man. We've been rocking. You'll see him on a lot of my older music. We had a lot of songs together. We was in a group together called SYG, Schoolyard Gang. And when we was like 16 back in the day, we would just turn on the beats at his house after school. We just start freestyling. And like freestyling is what got me into rapping, because I always wrote poetry, I always did music, but I never thought about rapping like that until I started fucking around freestyling. And then, he's like, oh, you actually holding the beat, or that was actually kind of tight, just a little bit of motivation. And then, so I say more so, a lot of my experiences have kind of been like that as I've grown along the way. It's like me connecting with people who are doing the same thing, and I just get motivated and more like kind of confident in myself because they kind of hyping me up at the same time. But like the structure of how to do it, like how to write poetry, how to like, see the music like on paper and all that stuff, I had all that already, but I wouldn't have put it into actually rapping unless, I was getting hyped up freestyling back in high school is really how it started.
Who, out of all the artists, who was your Who did you get influence from? Like, did you get
top two? I give you my top two right now. All time influences. Number one is Lil Wayne, Mr. Dwayne Carter himself. Man, I was a Lil Wayne like disciple almost. I had all the songs. I knew all the words.
Well, he was your number one influence, but is he your number one rapper of all time?
Him, and then my second one, Lupe Fiasco. Right?
Give me your top 5 rappers of all time.
For me, or are you talking about skill wise in the game?
No, for you, nigga. If I'm asking you, who are your top 5 rappers?
We doing the top 5 dead or alive
of all?
Right now?
Yeah, I mean it could be dead or alive, just of all time. Your top 5.
Lil Wayne, Lupe Fiasco, Jay-Z, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar.
In that order?
Not necessarily. No.
Well, what was number 1?
I probably gotta go Weezy.
Weezy before Hov.
Weezy got me rapping. The first song I ever did, I freestyled. The first song, the first song I ever did, I freestyled in the mic in the song because like I heard Lil Wayne didn't freestyle. The Carter 1, brother. Carter 1 is when I started rapping. Was that 04 or something like that?
04, 05.
Yeah, that's when I started rapping. I did not want to rap before I heard the Carter 1. And the way he put that poetry together, that whole album was straight poetry, but on the most ghetto shit.
Yeah. Honestly, with the Carter 1 was when he got recognized on the East Coast, really.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people on the East Coast started fucking with him after that album.
I mean, I'm not, I didn't fuck with the Hot Boy shit. Not just because I didn't want to, because, like, I'm in junior high. I'm still going to church every week. My mama don't let me listen to that
so
kind
you was
of
listening
shit,
to,
right?
like, New Edition and all that?
Nah, I was listening to, like, CeCe Winans and, like, Kirk Franklin. You know what I mean? Like,
Kirk Franklin.
Yeah, Kirk Franklin, man. He had a gospel, the
Franklin,
first gospel hip-hop
Come on the show,
album,
Kirk Franklin.
Right.
Dre, who's your top 5?
My top 5 rappers of all time. Okay, this is not any
Speak
order.
louder, nigga.
All right, this ain't in any particular order, but I'm gonna say Jay-Z, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Tupac, and Busta Rhymes.
Who's your number 1?
Number 1, this probably gonna be hella controversial.
Gives a fuck.
I'm gonna put Eminem at the top.
I mean, a lot of that. I don't think that's controversial.
Eminem would be my number 6, by the way.
I'm putting him at the top. Like, it's just because nothing if you go through his lyrics and his music, you won't hear a lot of his content spoke by any other rapper in the game. A lot of his shit was original. He was pioneering a lot of shit. Like, you'll still hear rappers in the game talk about the shit he talked about was not hip-hop shit just because his content was on some shit you ain't never heard in hip-hop before. And that's why I loved it. It was fresh. It was new. It was something like you still won't hear a lot of the shit he used to say.
What's your favorite Eminem song?
My favorite Eminem song, man, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Eminem and Jay-Z collabo, Renegade. Oh, they both went hard on that.
That's Jay-Z's song, though. That's not Eminem's.
Right.
I mean, it was basically
Eminem took it. He took it from him.
Hov, if you listening to this, I ain't saying it.
He got the coldest verses on there.
Said it himself. He said,
I mean, he had some Hov had some cold verses on there, but Eminem, he killed that shit.
I ain't say that.
Gotta tell you, bro. I liked the Blueprint.
Oh, the Blueprint was one of the hot.
But the Black album, I think, was probably his best album.
Never.
And then
Life and Times of Sean Carter Volume 1 was the best.
Those was good.
Actually, Reasonable Doubt was his best album of all time.
His first kind of can't be his best though, because he's gonna get better and have more impact later.
I remember I heard someone say you have your whole.
Be the best thing
it's always because you have your whole life to make that first album.
Yeah,
right.
And then after your first, why you think 50 Cent first album was so good?
That is his best album.
Why do you think? Why do you think Ja Rule's first album was so good? Why do you think DMX's first album was so good? Like, you have your whole life to create your first album. Then after your first album, you already talked about everything else.
Well, I don't
think your first album, like, nigga, what
was his best, but it was good though.
Jay-Z album first album was.
I guess I liked
his first album.
I liked his.
Classic.
Yeah, Nas was great. I wasn't a huge fan of Nas because I always felt like he was kind of I appreciated him as a lyricist, like as a
most
poet,
definitely.
right? But I always felt like he was trying to force the rap shit. I felt like he should have been like, you know, more spoken word or something. Like I didn't like none of his like hits or nothing like that. I always liked the shit that wasn't his
stop.
hits.
I'm not gonna let you disrespect Nas.
Right.
I'm sorry,
His
Nas.
albums is
Hey, you
fire.
still one of the greatest,
His
bro. I'm
albums
just
is fire.
All right,
saying,
so let
man.
me ask you this. So I listen to a lot of Bay Area. I mean, I don't listen to a lot of Bay Area rappers
Right.
because of this reason I'm about to state. They all sound. I think Bay Area. The reason like a lot of Bay Area rappers are not known in the South or on the East Coast, I think, is because they only want to cater to the fucking Bay Area. Like Mr. Fab, for example. Like Mr. Fab is known everywhere. I'm just taking him out the
You talking about
conversation.
hyphy Fab though? You talking about old,
Yeah, but
OG Fab?
Fab can like rap like lyrics. But let's forget Fab. I'm not talking about Fab, but let's talk about
Shout out
like
to the legend.
let's like Mac Dre, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people everywhere else, and I know I might get some shit for this, but a lot of people in other coasts don't really know who fucking Mac Dre is, or don't even fuck with his music. And I think that's because Mac Dre
Definitely
only made
different.
sound for the Bay Area.
He did.
Like, it's
That's
only a
why
Bay
he's
Area
legend
sound.
out here.
Yeah, here. So my question is, do you think Bay Area rappers, their fall point is only catering to the Bay Area? Like like J. Cole is from North
I
Carolina,
know
but he
what you
doesn't
mean.
sound like he's from North Carolina. Nigga sounds like he's from New York.
I
or some shit.
guess if you're talking about in terms of mainstream appeal, maybe, right? Not me included. You're gonna hear so much shit.
Yeah,
but-
because I mean that's why I'm asking. Because I heard you rap,
Yeah.
and you don't sound like a Bay Area rapper.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't. You know, I'm on a different page with it. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to change the culture, not be in the culture. I'm trying to change. it
So
to
do you
something
think?
else, right?
Do you think Bay Area rappers just like want to cater to the Bay Area sound, and they
I
don't?
think if the depth of your rap is I want to be famous and in the game and popular, then probably, right? Because you'll be very popular out here catering to that. You know, we grew up like right lockstep in the hyphy era, man. I was my senior year when Super Hyphy came out.
Yeah.
Dum, dum, dum,
Yeah,
dum,
that was like the
dum.
peak
You know
of
what I
it.
mean? Keek the Sneak, Super Hyphy. That would have
But that shit didn't get no play on any radio station anywhere else but the Bay
I'm
Area.
16 slapping. I don't fucking know that. That shit
Right,
to
that
me,
shit
right?
is irrelevant.
Yeah, but I mean that
shit
motherfucker has
created
to
a
know that.
whole culture out here, bro. Like that music created a whole culture that we still vibing off to this day. To tell you the truth, because Bay Area rap was Richie Rich and the Loonies, and then it was a big ass Gap, and then it was fucking hyphy. Like it was cats in there, but I'm talking about in terms of real attention. It's like even if you wasn't fucking with hyphy, you heard of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
well, what the fuck is that? But you heard of it though.
Okay, you still see the reflection of it in the
Right.
music today. You
Right.
still hear motherfuckers talk about going dumb and being stupid.
Bruh,
and
a
shit.
lot of shit that HBK does is directly like evolved from that hyphy movement, right? And a lot of shit like these artists like Drake had a song with the HBK little the little like the little claps and the little you might not know what I'm talking about, but it's like these little claps and these samples that they use, kind of a trademark sound. Drake had a song that had those trademark sounds in his song, you know what I'm saying? Like back like 4 or 5 years
Yeah,
ago.
he always shouting
like
out
the
Mac
Bay
Dre.
been influencing shit, you know what I mean? But it's just, you know, but if you're talking about in terms of you're not gonna take off and be like, you know, the biggest artist of all time just doing music for the Bay. As big as you could get doing that is probably like E40, right? Where he's like
fuck with E40.
he's the biggest underground.
Come on the show, E40.
Yeah, for sure. He's like the biggest, legend as far as longevity and notoriety, right? But he's not like, you wouldn't call him like Drake status superstar. You know
Yeah, but
what I'm saying?
E40 has a
Right.
a sound that you can't. That doesn't even sound like the Bay Area.
No,
it sounds like its
trust me,
own
it sounds
original
like the Bay,
shit.
bro. Like he was a big
I feel like
part
the
of,
bass sound is comes from E40.
Yeah,
what
if you
E40
grew up
sounds
out here,
like.
bro, you listen to 40 coming up, and you seen how that shit go
Man.
down. You know this nigga is definitely like Droopy, bro, like his son who makes a lot of his beats and shit, man.
Right.
Straight slappers, bro. Bay music is real simple, bro. It's slappers. It's a slapping ass beat with a melody. And then, you know, like
That's
just
swag.
aggressive, swaggy fucking rap. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes down to it, that could sound like anything.
Have you ever pimped a bitch?
I have not. I had considered it. I was offered the opportunity to by one, but I was too like, I just got a good heart.
Every
bro.
Oakland
I
nigga
can't
got
do
to
it.
pimp a
I
bitch
can't
at least
do
for
it.
at least for 2 months. If you ain't pimped a bitch at least for 2 months, nigga, you gotta just.
So you've been in Oakland for a minute. So how many?
I'm not gonna put myself out there.
But
so
no,
yeah.
I've never actually pimped a bitch. Not actually.
What was your favorite? I mean, you performed a lot of places,
Yeah,
right?
man.
What was your best performance? Do you think?
I mean, I think my best show probably technically was in terms of like my technical performance on the stage.
Just whatever you want to define it as.
Yeah. Well, I would say two, because in terms of my favorite one, the one I had the best time at, is the one in Hollywood, bro. Like, I'm on fucking Hollywood Boulevard performing for the first time ever, packed house. Like, that was it. Like, that was. I made it, and then I came back to reality when I got back over here. I'm like, okay, I gotta keep working, but you know, I was floating that whole weekend.
Should have moved to Hollywood, nigga.
Well, it's something I thought about, but I love it. I'm too real. I just came from out there a couple weeks ago, buddy. I got to get that lingo down because they talk about way different shit. I like to talk about real shit real fast, and you get a lot more of that out here than down there. Down there, it's more like who you know, what you doing, what you
superficial
this and that. Yeah, it's real superficial, bro. And I could do that. It's just like. It don't excite me. I'd rather just go down there and like bust it down and come back up here. But
okay, so that was number one.
Yeah.
You said you had two?
Yeah. And then the other one was I did this show on Halloween last year in Vacaville. You know where that is? Like it's like kind of up towards Santa Rosa or whatever. Randomly, this cat that I rap with like 6 years ago, Drew Hova, like just hit me out of nowhere. He was like, "Yo, you still rapping?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still rapping." He was like, "Bro, we got this big ass show that we doing up here." So they had the DeVille Theater. It was this like dope ass theater. That's fine. Oh, you was with me at that shit.
Yeah, that shit was lit. That shit was hella cool.
Dre, you sound like you got some pussy off that show. the way you smile,
right. This nigga, like, he's great at connecting with people, man. He's
so he's
water,
your hype man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know way. Yeah, he definitely hypes me up for sure. But I be hyping him up. He's like water, man. He's like just kind of everywhere at the same time. He just kind of folds into whatever shape it is, kind of fills in the gaps. You know what I mean? Make sure everything's cool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that was probably like technically my best one in terms of like DJ setup was dope as fuck. Like my actual performance, it was like on point. Technically, I came out just like I practiced, looked good on video, like all that shit.
So it was like
that was probably one of the best.
Like,
yeah, the production
like
value,
real money
that.
involved in that.
Right. The production value on that one was super sick, and then but definitely my favorite one, just personally, gotta be Hollywood for sure. But I was kind of on that one, so it wasn't like technically the best performance.
What happened after the show in Hollywood?
Well, me and my beautiful woman, the mother of my kids.
No, I don't want to hear about it.
we hung out.
Okay, good.
We all
never mind.
Yeah,
nigga.
exactly.
Thought you had some spicy shit to talk about.
Danger zone, nigga.
So,
shout out to Davina, my baby, by the way. I'll be getting in trouble if I didn't say that right now. I love you. All right, let's go.
Oh, here we go, man. Davina is your girl's name?
Yeah. The same way. You remember from back in the
day?
Yeah.
I mean, I never actually met her. I don't think. Have I met her?
You met her when
well, shout out to Davina.
Maybe you met her.
I
think every time y'all met, you was kind of like
it was like a high and by type shit.
Or something,
yeah, probably.
Right?
Yeah. Shout out to Davina, man. Come on the show.
Yeah.
Are you having any more kids?
Oh man, I don't want to.
Don't.
I do want a son. I got 2 daughters, but to be honest with you, like two is good.
I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah, 2 is good, bro. I mean, I think like a long time from now, we're gonna need some nannies or something to help it out. Only if it's if it's a boy, but I don't want to just go again just to go again. I gotta really be feeling it. I'm good with 2, man. I was good with 1, but it's better with 2 because they can help each other out, and they're both beautiful. I love my little babies, Jayla and Lyric. 6 and 1.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, man.
They're not gonna listen to this, but
I ain't trying to have no more kids, to be honest with you, man. Only if I got hella money where I could just like try it just for the fuck of it and see if I get a boy.
So you where do you see yourself, or where do you want your career to be within 5 years?
That's a good question. That's something that 5 years ago I would have had a different answer, right? And then now I kind of see where it is. I've learned to have a lot more just patience for where life is taking me. Like, I thought I was gonna have my first platinum album by like 22, right? You know what I'm saying? I've been raw. But it's like, but now I look at back then versus what I'm doing now. Like, you had to change, kids change it, situations change it. So what I see really is not a very, very specific thing, but in terms of the concept of where I want to be at a place where I'm definitely reaching out to the masses, like through a platform, something like this, or like a lot of different things like this. This is something I feel is real important. Kind of just spreading the ideas and the philosophies, right? I do it in real life on a daily basis, like when I'm just talking to people and all that stuff. But I don't actually I haven't been as strong at putting it to a platform, like recorded, besides my music itself, which is also related to what I'm talking about. But I definitely want to be have a big platform to be reaching out to the masses, pushing the culture, pushing the positivity. Hopefully I want to be building community for the youth, you know what I mean? Whatever that looks like. I've been a mentor, worked with, young black men scholarship programs, SF Achievers, shout out to them. I want to mold it all together. There's a lot of different aspects of my life that I want to mold all together into one like working organization, right? So the community aspect, and then the musical aspect, right? And then the arts and performance aspect, and then also like the life coaching aspect, and then like the emotional and spiritual healing aspect, right? So I got the foundation for all of those things, but what I would hope is that within 5 years, I would have kind of all the mechanisms built on top of that foundation in order to turn that into a functioning system, like its own brand, its own system, so that it's kind of like reaching out and evolving kind of on its own right there. Because right now it's just like a lot of talents and skills that I have that I've developed and that I've worked on over time, and I feel really good about them. But in 5 years, I would definitely hope that they're more widespread, as an organizational function rather than just me, myself, just being good at those things.
Dre, what do you, what's in the future for you, man?
Opportunity, opportunity and possibilities.
All right.
I don't like to confine or limit myself to a specific goal. I feel like there's so many things out there that haven't been done yet, so many discoveries that need to be made. I feel like I'm meant to be here to do something that's never been done before. So hopefully 5 years from now, I'll be on that journey towards something that's never been seen before.
Word. Dre is in the Asian language, they call them a shalan. I don't even know what I just said. He's one of them niggas who fucking just say some shit and you be like, oh shit, word? All right. That's what's up. But yeah, I mean, I believe in you, man. Whatever the fuck you put your mind toward, you should fucking achieve. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you something, man. Like, sometimes he's kind of formless, right? He's kind of formless, but in a way, that's like where a lot of his power comes from, is being able to be formless. Like, I've seen this man, like slip and slide into all kind of different situations and get close with people like immediately, you know what I mean? Because he's not presenting a certain form. Like, his form is like, trying to fit around like what's going on, and he's like inspirational with the shit that he been going through, and it still had that positive outlook, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't feel like the world is against him or whatever, so he keep me hyped up just like seeing the way he move and shit like that.
Have you ever thought about becoming a motivational speaker?
I have, most definitely. I'm working on my public speaking skills. I do have a performance anxiety, so I do shy away from the mic, but I am working on critiquing those skills. Right. Yeah, so I am working on those skills because I feel like they are working towards something that's going to be very powerful in the future. So
if you were to be a motivational speaker, would you want to work with like children, like going to high schools, or do you want to like go to corporations and like hype them niggas up?
Oh yeah, most definitely. My children would be first. I love working with children. Children are most definitely the future. So if I want my impact to have a long lasting effect, I know starting helping the children would be my first and highest priority.
Tell the people where they can find you. You have Instagram?
I don't have Instagram currently. Well, I think
You
I
have Facebook?
do. I do. Just look for DeAndre Ragland on
Nah, nigga,
Instagram.
do you have it or not?
I do. I have
have
a
it?
page. I just
So
I'm not active.
I'm
not
not only
active.
formless, I'm Instagramless.
I'm not active, but I do have a page.
You have a page?
Yeah, so you can look up
Saying people will
DeAndre
try to reach out
Ragland
to you after they
or
hear
the
this,
Incredible Mr.
I
Ragland
need 10%
on
of these folks that are
Facebook
gonna
or
come to you.
Instagram. Yeah, I'm up there.
You're
Or
on
I
Instagram?
believe I have a Twitter too. Just like I said, I'm not active.
So how? What's the best way to get in contact with you?
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah,
All right, what's your
Facebook. DeAndre Ragland on Facebook.
Say that again.
DeAndre Ragland.
DeAndre Ragland.
Yeah.
Spell that for the people.
DeAndre. DeAndre Ragland. Ragland.
All right. You know what I'm saying? If you, anyone out there who wants a public speaker, who wants a nigga from the neighborhood to talk to kids
Yee.
from the neighborhood, holla at him on his Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I need 10% of them contracts. But anyway,
Just about
yeah.
to give you a call.
Yeah, most definitely appreciate the love. I
But yeah,
appreciate
anyway,
you having me here.
anybody out there who's hearing this and thinks like, yo, yeah, I mean, I like what this nigga's talking about, spreading love and shit. Holla at him on Facebook. Saint Kbridges,
Yes, sir.
tell the people how they can get in touch with you.
So people can get in touch with me through social media. Kbridges Live on all social media. So that's KBRIDGESLIVE. Kbridges Live. That's Instagram. That's Twitter. That's one of my things. Whatever I got, it's all on there. I use Instagram mostly, most of the time. My Facebook, I don't have a public Facebook, so just hit me on the Instagram, and it's all good. Also, you can check me out on my website, kbridgeslive.com. I got some music on there, got a little bio, putting it together. I don't got a ton of stuff on there, but you'll definitely get the basic rundown of who I am and what I'm trying to do. Listen to a couple tracks, let me know what you think, sign up for the mailing list, and all those kind of things. But people will start hearing from me. A lot more coming up soon as far as like a digital campaign and put myself out there. But you can also send any booking inquiries or any business related matters to kbridgeshiphop@gmail.com.
How much you charge, nigga, for a feature?
I never charged more than $150 for a feature before. I feel like
The price is going up after
the
this.
price is going up after this. But I want a little bit of what you call it, a little manufacturer consent first, right? Like I want to actually put it out there, get people chattering and talking, change a few lives. I mean, a couple people told me they listened to a couple of these songs, like change their life right after they heard it, bro. So I'm trying to make sure people get that first, and then I could do that, and then I'm gonna start charging you.
All right, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Listen to this. You can find me where you can find me. You know what I'm saying? Everyday Celebrity
right here.
Podcast.
I love it.
Make sure everybody go listen to this. Make sure you support Dre. Make sure you support Kbridges music. I mean, this is two brothers from your neighborhood that you should support. Niggas who look like you, go through the same shit that you go through. Speak
Word.
your language. You know what I'm saying? That's what we promote on Everyday Celebrity.
That's a real word. Man.
EverydayCelebrityMedia.com. If you want information, if you want to reach out, if you didn't understand what the fuck they said, you can reach out to me and then I could put you through them. You can hit me up, Jordan Owandi, Instagram, or Everyday Celebrity Media on Instagram. Twitter, Everyday Celebrity PO. And yeah. What else you got to say?
J.O. So I want to play. We could just play it on the way out.
Play some music.
We could play it on the way out. Yeah,
You got it pulled up?
Yeah, I got one song pulled up.
You
can I
spin
play
it acapella or you go play some music?
I got my speaker. I don't know if you want to route it in the computer. If you want to play it on my speaker.
Yeah, nigga, I'm not that tech advanced. Just fucking
right.
play the shit. Pull your speaker up. We still rolling though. He's pulling out some music. But yeah, Dre, what you got anything to say? Why this nigga's doing whatever the fuck he's doing?
Nah, just shout out
Can
to
you
my
sing?
family.
You know how to sing, nigga?
I can harmonize. I'm
You can harmonize.
I'm a good tenor, bass,
Who's your favorite
baritone.
singer? Luther Vandross?
Luther Vandross, Johnny
Sing
Gill.
some Luther Vandross right now. Sing a note, nigga. Sing some Luther Vandross. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I ain't putting you that on the spot.
Nah, I wasn't ready.
But what song we about to hear right now? Give me the history of this song so the people can know.
So I'm gonna just from one song, so you get a taste of my whole like creative range a little bit. So this song is called "So For Real." This song I got my homegirl Imani Aji on this song. This is actually the first song she ever recorded on in the studio. She got a lovely voice. I've been working with her as an artist, trying to develop her, and so I wrote this song, coached her up on singing it, and then we went to the studio and knocked it down. But really, this is the song that I would say is probably my more commercially leaning song, just in terms of like what it sounds like, you know what I'm saying? Like it can, this is a song that I've been passing around when I was down in LA and all that shit. Just to, if you're gonna hear one song, if you in LA, like this is a song you want to hear, so you get like a quick snippet of what I'm doing. I got a lot deeper songs in this, but this one just sounds real nice. I'm gonna show everybody this one.
All right, so you hear
It's
it
called
first.
So For Real.
Kbridges, So For Real. First song ever played on Everyday Celebrity Podcast.
Hey.
If I had like a sound effect, I'll drop the sound effect right now. But wah, wah, wah. Here we go.
Hold on. Oh, that was almost perfect. Hold on. Got y'all. Give me like 3 seconds.
Get it right.
I know, right? No bad. But they saying with the radio dead air, that's the worst thing you can have, bro. All right, I got y'all.
You got it?
Yeah, we ready. All right, let's roll it.
I know you like how it feels. I just want to be real with you, baby. You know I love it so for real. And even when you're not around, I'm never gonna stop holding you down. You know I love it so for real.
What a time just to be alive. I've been through it all, but I still survive. I throw up the deuce to give me peace of mind. But when facing truth, the nigga needs some time. I be feeding beats like I need a line. I got the drive, but very few will have the key to mine. All the dope records, I don't put my needle on. All I ever needed was a dope one to sing along. Big G, I got the map, let me rough that. I told baby I stay under like the Outback. I told her I'ma be on and hopping. Life is up and down, you gotta own your options. See, the more you be popping, that's the more you be toppling. I try to do it alone, but baby always a partner. I had to settle my wave before I drown in that water. See, I was drifting for days until I learned to get smarter. And when I look back at it, swear she just like magic. When she popped that thing, I tell her look back at me. I swear I'm not the same. I always got that game. I've been a brand new man. My old death was tragic, and every day of my life I've been all in the traffic, always throwing flames. I just hope they can catch us. I'm always in my zone, in my own intersection, pursuing perfection.
Oh, got a phone call, bro.
Well, I mean, that was hot. Oh shit, we back.
We back. Hear the second base, bro. I got a call from Pops right now, bro. All right. We rock it.
Gonna stop holding you down. You know I love it so.
I'm so for real, like so for real. Plus, baby got me feeling in my soul for real. I'm living out my passions, got that glow for real. And those who live in glass houses throwing stones for real. I'm never tripping if I'm ever slipping. I got a love for life that's keeping me forever lifted. Never scripted, and the love I give is best prescripted. Everything we ever do is focused on that mission. I gotta get it. I got visions of beauty, plus visions of grandeur. Only thing I can see is destinations to land in. When we go for the building, we never leave it abandoned. If we ever do crash, we always limit the damage. I'm never wasting my time. I'm always feeling my grind. And baby always behind. Plus she be feeling my mind. I am forever inclined to reach higher and climb. I got the world on my line. It's mine all in due time, huh?
I know you like how it feels.
Hear that voice though, right? She got the voice, bro. I'm trying to tell you. That's Imani Aji, bro. That's her first time recording on the track. She got the vocals, bro.
And even when you're not around,
Oh
dread. No. She got dread. Okay, yeah. I think I know who you talking about. Though. I think that's her cousin. These vibes, these kind of vibes I be on, nigga, like chilling and shit. Great. Hell yeah. Right on, bruh. But yeah, if you want more music, oh, I love that part. Hey, that part rocking. Right.
Let me hear something. Let's spit this freestyle real quick.
Ah, shit.
Never mind. You fucked up. Never mind.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, that song is called Soul For Real.
That song's called So For Real. That's on my website. I got the other tracks on the website, kbridgeslive.com. Hopefully y'all check me out there. If not, y'all be seeing me soon anyway. So
yeah, and shout out to what's old girl's name? Imani
Aj.
If you hear this, come on the show.
Yeah, shout out to sis. She was rocking on there.
Support this man. He a real talented cat. And support my nigga Dre. You know what I'm saying? Support Dre.
Yeah,
and shout out
J.O. man out here rocking for the community. I love
Subscribe,
it.
goddammit.
Proud
Subscribe.
of you,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely. Shout out everyday celebrity.
Yes, sir.
Word up. And shout out to my cameraman, Joseph Sanchez.
Shout out to Joseph Sanchez.
He's in the background. He gonna be on the show, upcoming show.
Yeah.
He got
I want you to grill this nigga. I want to get into his life. What's going on with Joseph?
He's a famous chef. Bay Area Bite. Go look him up on Instagram. But today he's my goddamn assistant. So you know what I'm saying? He do what I tell him to. But yo, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Yeah.